Bet. All right, let me pull up today's plan. All right, everybody, confidence time after an epic battle. Your funsies, lovely. I just love that for you. All right. Okay, so this one, I thought of this one yesterday, and I was just kind of like thinking through personal experience. I think I go through a lot of like, I don't always get like super into maybe how people view me through confidence and where they can go into comparison. And so that's kind of what inspired this for me in the aspect of confidence is not a destination, is what this one's called. I think a lot of us believe so often, we say like, once I get here, then I'll be happy. Once I achieve this, then I'll be happy. Once I win this, or once I accomplish this, once I get to this goal, then I'll be happy. Then I'll have succeeded. Then I'll have done it. But confidence and fulfillment do not come from titles, wins, money, what we look like, or milestones. They come from learning how to be at peace with who you are before the win. Because no achievement can replace self-acceptance at the end of the day. I think there's a big illusion of the then I'll be happy. Have you, like, just asking, but have you ever like caught yourself thinking, if I could just get this job, if I could just lose the weight, if I could just be in a relationship, if I could just win the title, then like finally I'll feel confident? I think it's actually an incredibly common mindset, but it's also very misleading for ourselves. We oftentimes turn happiness into a finish line. We postpone joy, peace, and confidence because we believe our current life isn't enough yet. Exactly, Mark. It's a very common thing. The if. I like that. It's the if. The word if. If this, if that, then we would be there. It's if and then. But I think the problem with this, it isn't wanting more. The problem is believing that you can't be happy until you have it, right? So the thing that inspired this overall was like a lot of people, I've had so many times where I've been like, man, if I were to win this pageant title, then I would feel accomplished in everything I've done. Then I would do that. Or like, it's easy to look at me and be like, dang, she has all these titles. She has this model. Like, I bet she has had that if and then. Like, she gets all of this, the job is glamorous, da-da-da-da-da, like, right? I mean, I'm a model. I'm a beauty queen. Like, that seems so glamorous. She just must love it and have like this amazing, perfect life. I have public recognition, praise, validation, all that. Do you want to know what happened when I won? Nothing. I woke up the next day as the exact same person. What happened when I became a professional model and was working all the time and I was the face of this company or that company and getting this and that and being on TV shows? What changed for me? Did suddenly like all of this happen and I got so much validation that I felt fulfilled? Nothing. Nothing happened. Every single day, I woke up as the exact same person I was before, feeling no different through all of it. Exactly. School was the same the next day. Maybe I had one person ever be like, oh, that's cool, you're a monster girl. Any relationship I have with people in like the outside world, like I don't even talk about what I do, but it's not like people are like, oh, you're Miss Utah. Oh my gosh, you're a model. Like when I'm in the job, yeah, people are like excited to see a monster girl, but they're not excited to like see Katie. They're excited to see like the brand I'm representing. But I wake up and I go and I clean laundry the next day and I scrub the dishes and I'm left with the exact same person that I was before. It didn't change anything internally. So a lot of the times, like when you win, it changes nothing inside of you. People don't suddenly care more. Life doesn't suddenly become easier. We are still left with ourselves, our thoughts, our insecurities, our habits, and our heart at the end of the day. Achievements amplify who you already are. They don't make who you are. They don't heal insecurity. They don't create self-worth for ourselves, and they don't silence self-doubt. If you don't feel worthy before the win isn't going to make you feel worthy either. And I think that's a really big thing to realize, because I think it's really easy to compare to almost these fantasy like lives online that you see from people where they're always happy, right? And it's like, man, if I just had this, if I had all that money, then I would be happy. Guess what? That person isn't even happy with how much money they have. They want more. There's never an end. And I think we place finish lines on that kind of stuff all the time. Justin, thank you for the heart me. Okay. So just simply, like, our brains love anticipation. They love it. Dopamine spikes within the chase, not in the arrival. Once we arrive, the feeling fades really quickly. So there's a lot of common traps for ourselves, saying, once I'm successful, I'll slow down. Once I look better, I'll love myself. Once I'm chosen, I'll feel enough. I remember you thinking that way all the time. I was like, man, I didn't always put the work into things, but like with my stage fright, it was something I was terrified to do. But I was like, man, if someone would just give me a shot, then I would feel confident enough to sing in front of people. That's not how it works. You don't just magically wake up with the fear gone of something. You don't just magically wake up feeling completely better from someone else believing in you. You have to believe in yourself in the first place to be able to accomplish that, right? We keep moving the finish line because our problem never was the goal. It was our relationship with ourselves, if that makes sense. So I want us to do some journaling or like quiet reflection, whatever it is for yourself right now. Just think through this right now. 1, what do we believe right now will finally make me happy? 2, what part of my life am I telling myself isn't enough yet? And 3, what am I withholding myself from right now? Is it peace, pride, rest, joy, self-respect? And then ask yourself, what if nothing external changed? What would I still need to give myself? And really let that sit, because silence here is really powerful for yourself in that moment with that prompt and question. Now I want to go over the shift to be happy now. I think there's a lot of misconceptions, so I want to clarify this. Being happy now does not mean giving up your ambition. It does not mean settling, and it does not mean stopping your growth. It does mean allowing yourself to enjoy who you are in the progress, not tying your worth to outcomes, and letting goals add to your life and not define it. So practical mindset shifts for this, from saying I'll be happy when to saying I can be proud of myself while becoming. Go from saying this version of me isn't enough yet to saying this version of me right now deserves peace too. Your life does not begin after the milestone. You are already living it right now. When you're placing all of these ifs, you are allowing yourself not to realize the life you are living every single second, every single breath, every passing millisecond that is going on right now. Because we're living in this if and when, in a finish line and a start line sometimes. We are already living it right now. So here's our first tool for this. So every day I want you to name for yourself with this 3 things that are already good, 1 thing that you're proud of yourself for today. When you hear I'll be happy when, immediately add for yourself to the sentence, and I can still appreciate this moment now. You can still appreciate this moment now. You have to remind yourself of that consciously. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? Not what am I achieving? So I guess like a lot of this is just kind of talking about no title, no relationship, body, or accomplishment will ever replace the relationship that you have with yourself. If you don't let yourself be happy now, you'll keep chasing happiness forever. You just have to let go. Like, sometimes we're like this, if, and sometimes you just have to let go. And remember, be happy right this second, right now. If this version of you, I want you to ask yourself, if this version of you is all you ever had, all you ever will have, would you treat your version right now with kindness? If this is the peak, would you treat yourself with kindness? And that's kind of like my closing prompt. Would you treat yourself with kindness? If this is it, if we never get to that start or finish line that we think, is this, sometimes we don't. But none of those external things change the internal at the end of the day. There is no monumental change that's going to take place from a single thing happening. Exactly. We have to love ourselves as we are. And I think that's a big problem within society. Like, I feel like, especially for me, like within pageants and stuff, it was always like, you win and it's this life-changing experience. Guess what? It changes nothing. It changes nothing without me putting in the work to do something for myself. But it's not like I woke up the next day and was a different person. I woke up the exact same person the day before. And guess what? When I lost, I woke up the exact same person as I did the day before. It's like it never even happened. You have to be happy and allow yourself to be loved by you already, because that, if it does happen, is never going to change anything. So, yeah. Sorry, the couch person texted me. Let me take this down too, and then we can upload it, because I think that's a good one. Just a good chat. I was kind of just inspired again by like thinking that, and like oftentimes I even had the thought like, oh, if I got this, then I'll be happy. It's not how it works, unfortunately.